Well, this is 369 VNP. My name is Sean. I'm your host this evening. We are going to try something different here. I know I do a lot of mechanic videos or, fixing up your bicycles or, walk and talks and reaction videos, things like that. I'm going to try something different now. So, there's some things you may not know about me. I don't like politics. I'm not that big into sports, but I love video games, okay? I grew up with them since I was young. I used to, sit at a computer when I was probably like 5 years old in the mid to early 80s kind of deal with one of my dad's computers and my grandpa's and get a book of BASIC and just program in my own little video games, and that was quite fun. And I just got into playing games ever since, Then I grew up in the era when Atari, and then Nintendo came out, the original NES, and then the Super Nintendo, and then the Nintendo 64, then the PlayStation came along, and then the PS2, and then next thing you know, my brother brings over a little thing after I hadn't played video games in a while, and he brings over something called the Xbox 360. Check out this game, it's called Halo. I'm like, what are all these buttons? Yeah. I started on PC, transitioned to console for a long time, and then, yeah. Here we are today, back on PC, and I'm going to be playing a game that I have played a lot of, okay? I know I got some things blurred out right now, and that's for my own privacy. I don't want to be divulging my actual game name and everything out there, but I'm going to walk some people through this if you've never played this game before, or a game in general in your life. This is a game on a home PC that I built myself, and this is called Windrose, okay? This is one of the first games in a long time that has actually done very well in the theme of pirates. There's been other pirate games before, but this one takes the cake. To me, this is everything I could ask for and more. You can build in this game, you can sail the seven seas, you can blow other ships out of water and coincidentally get yourself sunk pretty quickly. There's a lot of swashbuckling and sword action and fighting in there, and yeah, it's they did really good with this game. I guess it used to be a different game and they just scrapped that whole thing and decided to revamp it and turn it into this, and I want to thank them for that because this thing's fantastic. So I know I got my character blurred out and everything right now, but on the left here you can see some things that I'm going to go through with you, okay? This is the main screen when you first load in, and I don't know if it's available on console yet or anything, but if it is, this is cross-platform, so you can play with everybody. It's multiple player. My wife and my best friend and my brother-in-law and my brother and my other good friend up in Denver who's married to my cousin, and just, so on and so forth. This is a way that we can all get together on the weekends. Like, we'll pick Sunday as our game day, and if someone can't, then whatever, but most of the time, most of us will hop on here and we'll get together and play games, not just Windrose, but a lot of them. But when we play Windrose, we can all hop in here and play it. I'll show you how to do that and everything like that, but yeah, if you got friends and family that live in different states, not just this game, but any game out there that you can play multiplayer like this, it's great. Because if you live in different states and can't visit with each other all the time, yeah, you can get on a phone call and play a game with people, and it gives you something to do while you're laughing and having a good time and talking about stuff. Anyway, so enough about me. This is Windrose, okay? Here are your options: play, settings, and some other stuff, okay? So if you see stuff like this, join Discord, share your feedback, report a bug, well, you can do those things, that's up to you. Yeah, you can also quit the game from here. So what we're going to do is we're going to ignore these two for right now. In settings, you can go change a bunch of things, but I want to click play real bad right now, and I know you want me to too, but first, we got to create a character. I know I have this blurred out right now, but I'm going to click on this. Now we're going to have some other stuff that's going to be blurred out. But what I'm not going to blur out is right here. This is create a new character, okay? This is the first thing you're going to do, and probably the first thing it's going to have you do when you come into this game for the first time. So let's create a character. Here are all the presets, okay? So you can preset your character to be any one of these characters, okay? There's a bunch of them. And you don't have to stick with just that. You can pick a preset of whatever you want, okay? And I kind of like this fellow right here. He's kind of interesting to me. So I'm going to go with him. And we are going to go ahead and we're going to just go down to character here. Pirate King or Pirate Queen. You want to be male or female? Well, there's the female version of that guy and the male version of that female. So you have option origin, option 3. So you can pick through this and it'll just kind of give you different layouts of, you know, where they come from. So I'm just going to kind of leave it where it was. And then here you can change the body shape. So if you take this little circle here and you can drag it to the center, if you look, see how my character's changing there? I'm going to make him portly. I'm going to make him look thin as a rail. And then he's going to have an hourglass shape, which is kind of the mix of the two. And they can go into the middle and just kind of be somewhere in between. They had him set here, kind of short and stocky. I think I want this guy to be some kind of like metalhead. So I'm a metal fan from the 80s, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to make him look, let's see here. How pale can I make this guy like? He hasn't seen the sun in forever. Yeah. Let's go with that. Okay. So age. Oh, well, let's go way up there. He's going to be old. Or maybe we should make him young? What do you think? Yeah, let's keep him in the middle. Option 2. Okay, so next, we're going to focus on the head. You can just click next down here instead of clicking over here. So the head, well, again, you can change this to be whatever you want. Yeah, kind of like right there. Nose. Kind of looks like an Englishman, huh? Let's do that. Oh, we got to have ears. Let's have the ears. Eyebrows. What do you guys think? Right? Let's go there. Okay, so now eye color. Well, we got, of course, blue eyes, right? Nah. Kind of like the brown. I like to be full of crap. So let's go to hair. Okay, here's the fun options. So these are all the different styles you can do, right? Oh, there it is. That's it right there. Okay, let's figure out our hair color here. Okay, so here's some options. Get it? Hair is some options. Okay, you can go through all the colors: blonde, red. I want to make this guy black-haired. Okay, let's see here. Kind of like that. Yeah, that's kind of Spinal Tap-ish. We'll keep it right there. What do you think? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Oh, wait, eyebrows. Oh, we got to give the bushy ones. Okay, we're going to stick with that. Next, tattoos. He's got plenty of tattoos, except on his legs. Let's get some on his legs. Let's go down here. Yeah, they zeroed out his legs. Let's, yeah, let's put that there. And, I like that. Is that one better? Oh, that one's kind of better. Yeah, I'll go with that. Anyway, makeup. Okay, so here you can have all sorts of stuff. No. Let's go with black. Black makeup right there. How wild can I get with this? Oh, you know what? We're gonna give him the Knights and Satan circle look. You know that what they used to call church groups used to call Kiss. Okay, so I'm not a big Kiss fan, but I like it. You know, like the Eric Carr genre. Yeah, I'm not the old school Kiss or the new stuff. I just got them in the middle down there. Anyway, let's see here. Face paint. Oh, there we go. Let's get some lips on him. Oh wait, we gotta make that black too, right? Oh, now he's looking like a rocker. There we go. That's good. Okay. Okay. Victor Von. I don't know if I can type what I want to type on here. Really? Let's leave it like that. I'm not going to pronounce that, but yeah. Oh, it's too many characters. All right, you know what? Let's give him a different first name then. How about, what would you guys suggest? Let's see. You know what? Let's just change that up. How's that? You guys like that? Let's go with that. All right, so Now you can see my character's down here. It's a level 1. I got the other stuff blurred out for privacy reasons. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to select that. Now you can see over here, I don't have it blurred anymore. Now you can see this is our new character we created. John Bond. And he's a rocker through and through. And over here now we're going to click the fun part. Play. Again, more options. I know. So you can host a game, connect to a server, play with other people, or host a game and people can come into your game, or you can invite friends only or make a password. So I'll just click on this for example. Okay, so I have some stuff blurred out here again, but if you were to create new, now you can pick some options here. You got Calm Waters, High Seas, Storm's Edge, and Captain's Choice, okay? This is like Captain's Choice, you just set it to whatever you want to be. These are presets to different levels of how you want this to be. In other words, combat difficulty, how things are going to be harder difficulty, and gathering things and fighting things, etc. So, and you can adjust all of that over here. So there's just an endless array of stuff. But we are going to go back. Of course, when you do that, then you click confirm. It'll load into that game for you. You can set the password and everything like that at that point. So I'm going to go to solo offline, just so, yeah. Oh, still create new. Okay, well, let's just do Calm Waters for now. Let's see what that gives us. Okay, so now we're going to go through this. Combat difficulty. Okay, your options are easy, normal, hard. I'll just leave it to easy. I just want casual. Wow, this is the first time I'm recording gameplay like this, so I want to be able to focus on speaking to you guys and not have to like go quiet and focus on trying to survive all the time. With other games, I will get more difficult with it, but I also kind of want to have a good time with this and show you guys some things. Okay. And I know there's already been like 1,000 videos on this game, but you know, it's just a great game. That's why. So I'm just going to do my thing. If it works, cool. If you guys want to watch it, cool. But go check it out. This game's all over the place. There's so many things going on. Okay, so we have enemy health modifier, and it'll tell you, just hover over it, defines how much enemy or health enemies have, okay? Defines how hard enemies hit you, okay? Adjust enemy ship's health, etc., etc., etc. But everything's just pretty much already set. I'm just going to leave it. Immersive exploration, what does that mean? When this option is on, it disables the markers on the map that highlight points of interest, making them harder to find. Yeah, I'm going to leave that off. I'd like to see where things are because I tried it without it, and it's cool, but yeah, it can be frustrating. I don't want to be frustrated right now. I want to have a good time. So, share your quest progress. If any player on the server completes a quest marked as a co-op quest, only those missions that are marked as co-op missions will get applied to everybody that's in the server at that moment, okay? And it auto-completes for all players who currently have it active. So if one player goes and completes a mission that was for co-op, then if others are out gathering or sailing the 7 seas, then they get it too, you know? So you can kind of complete a lot of stuff all at once if everybody's teaming up to do different things. So that's kind of cool that way. Co-op enemy scaling and co-op ship scaling. Yeah, we'll get into all that, but I'm just going to leave it as that right now. World name. Here's where you can set the name of your world, right? Let's see. What should we call this? Too controversial? I think not. I'm going to do it anyway because I'm probably going to nuke this whole video in this game, right? I've gone and said it anyway. So now you see it pop up here. Bikini Island, Calm Waters tells you when it was created, so you know when you need to come back to it. You know, or like if you're looking at several different things, like the other ones I have blurred out here, then you know, like, oh, okay, this is the one I was doing on this day with so and so, or for myself, or whatever. So now we're just going to click confirm, and you can always edit it and delete it and complete it at any time you want to, but that's all your prerogative. Missing pieces of an armor set you like? Yeah, all those stuff down there. Okay, so here's how the game starts out. And you have to sit through this. You see down there a space bar, that only pauses it and plays it. Edward Teach, aka Blackbeard, proclaims himself the king of the pirates in the West Indies. Rumors are spreading that he struck a bargain with the devil himself and commands the dead. After crushing the British fleet, Teach returns his forces towards Tortuga, the last bastion of freedom and independence in the Caribbean. Not looking for trouble. But just a few days later, you wake up in your cabin and realize you're under attack. You hear a broadside, and everything goes dark.
Hit escape to continue your adventure.
Oh, okay. Okay, so here we are. Okay, your frigate captain. You wake up on a cabin floor, clash of sabers, your head is pounding and your vision doubles. Must have drank a lot of rum last night. Check the back of your head. There's a big lump on the back of your head. I'm just doing these first intro ones to let you guys see, but it's going to come to a point where I'm not going to read these. I'm just going to play the game for you. But the last thing you remember is the deck lurching under your feet as the cannonball strikes the hull. Blimey. Your ship is under attack. You need to get out of the cabin and see what's going on. Okay, press 1 to draw your saber. And cut your way out of the cabin. Okay, well, let's take a look around. So, in a lot of these games, the first thing you want to do is just kind of get to know your environment. I know the music's making it feel like you're on a time crunch. Let's check out our guy here. Oh, doesn't he look ravishing? Look at him. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do you see that little dot that I'm looking around with? That is called your cursor point. Okay. So if you've never played a video game before, that's what that is. So when you highlight it on things that are actionable things, like things you can actually do in the game, you're going to go to it. So now I'm going to start chopping these doors. Okay. Now it's telling me to talk to Dr. Galen. Yeah. This guy, I'll tell you right now, I've played this game a lot. This guy's going to become, I don't know. He's pretty arrogant and he's kind of annoying. And I question whether he's real doctor or not. I really do. I mean, look at all this blood laying around him. That guy's just laying there and he's just like, well, at least I get paid still. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay, so we're looking around here. Nothing else is going on, so I guess I have to talk to him. Captain, thank goodness. We've been looking everywhere for you. Skip the details, Doc. How bad is it? Well, Blackbeard's pirates are boarding us. Nothing much else going on. How have you been? How's the wife and kids? Shut up! I'm tired of listening to you. Okay, let's go. Guessing to do nothing. A hard fight lies ahead, and your vision is still swimming after the concussion. Drink some coffee to make it all better. Well, of course, that's logic. Oh, now I can suddenly chop through this. Yay, okay. Whoa, hey. Look, I didn't know who she was, okay, man? What are you doing? Oh, I missed it. Okay, so, looking around here. I'm going to go through more details. I'm just going to get through this part. Up to the second deck. What's going on in here? Okay, there's that guy. Nothing going on back there. Everything's on fire. We're about to sink the ocean. Oh, I got to block a little bit. Okay. Block. Block. Block! Oh. Hey. Oh, he's being a punk. Okay, up we go. And C. I found the artifact. He was on the ship. Anchor down my throat. Something definitely not right with this thing. Get Richards. He'll handle it. Off my ship, you dogs! Yeah, fight! What is that? Only a coward shoots a guy in the back. Spry, aren't you? Consider yourself disposed, Captain. Take the artifact from him. Devil take it, Captain Richards. That filth, it's eating him. Holy Mary, protect us. Not with your bare hands, you idiots! Throw the bodies overboard. We're leaving.
Continue your adventure.
If you guys can't tell by now, I have a vivid imagination ever since I was a kid, and just, you know, I think everybody has a different kind of voice. I grew up on cartoons too, so, you know. What kind of cartoons do you guys watch when you were kids, you know? I remember as back into the early 80s as, you know, the era of like, you know, G.I. Joe and stuff was on, but I remember things like Mask. Remember that show? That was pretty cool. I like that. Along with things like Street Hawk and Knight Rider, the you know, the realistic TV shows, but the cartoons are always great. Everybody knows this cartoon. All I have to do is go do 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 do. You know exactly what that is. Put it in the comments below. You wake up on a deserted island. The waves must have washed you ashore. Yet your body, from your heart to your fingertips, is laced with patterns that shimmer with a cold light. Touching them hurts. You need to figure out where you are and why you're still alive.
Continue your adventure.
Okay, so here we are. Now we get to actually play the game. See how much fun this is, guys? Ah! Okay, now we're going to spin in circles. We're going to try just some of the controls. Okay, we can fight with our fists. We can block with our fists. Oh! Now our sword's broken. And they took our clothes. Great. Oh, I got a pistol. Let's see here. Well, ain't that peachy. Didn't even leave me a bullet to just, You know, you guys ever see Pirates of the Caribbean? Where do they go? Screw it. Okay, so, let's see here. It's going to give me some quests over here on the right, so you can press J to open up the journal. B is for build. You need to build a bonfire. How my shore adventure began. You know, that's another part of the journal, an adventure thing. Up in the top right here, you're going to have your mini-map. You see where I look versus where I move. Okay. So, when you're running around and you're running this way, and you look over here and you see something, and you're like, oh. And then you got north, east, west, south. Never eat shredded wheat. Okay, so, yeah. That kind of helps you with your direction. You can just, you know, go around in circles all you want. Okay, I'm going to get this. So, you got different things you can pick up along the way, so you can, so there are some things you just click E. Picks it up. Oh, I got a seashell. Okay. I already know that could give me a bullet, but I don't think it did. So, if you press tab, that opens this menu, right? Over here, you got a bunch of different things, and this is going to take time to get used to. It's kind of a learning curve, but, you know, you'll get used to it. Main thing is journal, okay? How my shore adventure began. That's what we're on right now. It is tracking it, so if we click this, it'll stop tracking, or we can track the quest. And then it'll keep popping this up as objectives to do. Light the bonfire. The bonfire will be the heart of my camp. I need to pick a good spot. Okay, so now for all of you that haven't played games before, I'm pretty much going to stop there. If you guys want to know more and you guys want to go ahead and have a tutorial of all the nitty-gritty and the fine details to things and have questions or whatever, I can do those videos. You let me know on any game. I'll play it. Well, as long as I have it, I guess, but I got a lot of games, so as far as the games I play, I guess I should say. So, if you're interested in these, let me know. I'll put links in the description below of what the game name is and all that jazz. And I play through an application called Steam. So on your computer, you go to steam.com, I guess, and you can download that app. And from there, it just, yeah, it sets you going. So, anyway, press escape to get out of that, or tab, or whatever you want there. Main controls are going to be A to the left, D to the right, S backwards, W4, okay? Hold shift to run, okay? And then you're going to press spacebar to jump. Those are the basic controls across most games, okay? Now, you see down to my, below there where the sword is and the gun, that's my hotbar. So if I press 1, I can put the sword away, or I can grab it out. Same with the gun, okay? And then, so you see if you're better. There you go. All right. Now you can fill those hotbars with anything you want if you go back into your tab. So this is what's in your backpack, and then this is what you can quickly grab, and that's what the numbers are for. You just hit the number keys, and that'll give it to you. This is our clothing for now. Yes, you can take it all off. We'll do whatever you want. So, need to show off the tattoos though. Let's do that. All right. Torn boots, but you kind of want some armor, so I guess I got to leave that on it. All right. So here's curious. Let's go to that. Broken medallion. Okay, that's what we have. So anyway, there's be different things as we go along. So first things first, let's build the bonfire. So like I said, there'll be things like here's a crab. You can come up to him, press E. Now we got crab meat. Okay. Seashell. Okay, pick that up. Stone. We're gonna need a lot of those. Scattered log. We're gonna need a lot of those. Okay. So what's this stuff? Well, if you chop it up. Oh, it gave me nails and wood. Okay, well, let's get some more nails. Okay, we're up to 4 nails, 6 wood, right? Well, in these types of games, if you haven't played these types of games before, you can come down over here and you can chop down trees, okay? Now, it's kind of difficult with the sword, and it'll even tell you right here. You see that? Stone axe or better required, okay? And it's going to tell you stone or copper or iron or titanium or, you know, unobtainium metal or axe or whatever, Same thing with rocks. You can come here. Oh, you can chop that if you have a pickaxe or better shrubbery. Not a problem. And that's how you get plant fiber. Okay, so those are the basics. I'm just going to start doing things now. If you guys want to watch, yeah. If you got questions, just put it in the comments below. I talk a lot, I know, but let's go ahead and let's get this built. Well, I don't know. Let's see. I'm kind of doing just a quick run through today, but ooh, I like that island over there. Let's go over there. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. In these types of games, the thing you want to do is you want to set up in the most resource-heavy area possible, and you also want a flat area to build, and you also want, the most resources available, and you want water, you want trees, you want stone, things like that. So shrubbery for fiber and stuff like that. But you want a place where you can escape and get out to sea if you need to, which will come later. But for now, we just need to set up shop so we can get things running. And we'll build a bigger base later in another episode. But for now, I'll show you the basics of it. And this isn't going to be my style for all my games. It's going to be different. So in other games, I'm just going to go in and play them. There's a lot of demos I've been interested in. I'm just going to go play them cold. As in, I don't know anything about them. I've never played them before, and I'm just going to go do it. I'm starting off with this one on my first video, just because, I don't know, it seems appropriate to play something I'm used to and know, so that way I can have a better, easier time recording for the first time, I guess. So, and I love this water. I don't know if you guys have ever played a game like this, but look at how the waves just fan out like that. That is beautiful. And the sky and the sun, the way the wind is whipping through, those little traces are supposed to be the wind. Oh, and here's the thing. Looking from underwater, did you see that? That was cool. Let's see if we can get a little bit of that. Oh, that's tranquil. It's peaceful. Yeah, you can see the palm trees, how they're kind of moving in the wind. That's cool. And the waves of the ocean. The ocean in this game has actual swell, as well as these little waves. Yeah, you can swim around, but not for too long. Your energy get drained. So, hold shift is when faster. Now, in this game, you go breaking up all the stuff that's on the beach, and you'll get nails without having to make nails. Okay, you need copper to make nails, but if we don't have copper, and it's going to be a while. Well, you see how it's automatically filling up my inventory down there, and it tells me a total. I just got 1 piece of wood, but I have a total of 8 on my hand. Now, chopping slow, that little green bar is my stamina. So, this may not be choppable. Oh, stone axe better. Okay, fine. Oh, no. Let's go find a place to set up shop, shall we? Kind of want to go set up in the middle of the forest. I kind of want to be close to out here because I know that I'm going to have to set up a dock and things like that, and what's called a fast travel dock. So, okay, those blue dodos are jerks, especially at the beginning of the game. So, they're dumb and they're aggressive, so just keep away from them. And you'll find a distance of how close you can get to something. But those blue ones are the males. These are the females. They don't do nothing. You get right up next to them. Okay? That's how you're going to get meat later. I know you get sick of chicken, but trust me. When that's all you have, between you and scurvy out here. So yeah. That's pretty much the basics of the beginning, guys. And what I was saying about these little clamshells, if you pick them up and go into your inventory and use item, sometimes it'll give you a pearl. And that pearl can be put down in here into your ammo slot, and you can use it as ammo. So, but you have to collect a lot of those. So, in the meantime, yeah, I need a lot of stone because I'm going to have to do a campfire. Sun's setting, so I kind of want to get this going. I think I'm going to go back here to the middle of this other area. That was kind of nice. I like that. So. Wood. Oh, this is going to be clay. We're going to need that later. So, you know what? This is a good resource area. I think I'm just going to start setting up shop right here. Build. Campfire. Okay, you see those rings? That's how far out. If you place anything in those rings, any boxes, any equipment, anything, it's going to all be attached to each other. And if you build something, it's going to take from the boxes that you put down storage boxes. So. I'm going to build a dock and stuff later in the fast travel ball, so I want to encompass all of that, okay? So I kind of wanted to encompass a good area here, which that looks pretty good. You could put down more campfires, but everything in this campfire goes to this campfire, etc. You'll see. Okay. I'm going to right-click while I have the hammer out, now I can build other things. So let's go ahead and let's get one of those built. Oh, I need more wood. So let's go just collect a bunch of stuff here real quick. Okay guys, you see right there where I got the cayenne pepper and it says I unlocked something new, so now I can go into here and go to discovery. It says, hey, now you can make these things because you got, and they help improve your health. Now I think we've got a bit of good material, so let's get back over here next to the bonfire and we'll just slap this down in the old place like there's good. Now we're going to come to cooking because we need that going too. Put that over there. Oh, a tent. So we have a respawn spot. And let's put that up in the airs. Yeah, I like that. Just in case. Why do I put it up in the air? Well, it tends to... see what I did there is I just set revival point. Okay. So all that's doing is when I respawn there from dying, I'm up in the air on the tent, away from like a boar that I've attracted to my... or some enemy down here. So because nighttime is coming and these things called the drowned are going to come, so that's going to be fun. Anyway, back to building. Let's see what else we can build. Don't need that yet, don't need that yet, don't need that yet, don't need that yet. Okay, storage and beds. Well, yeah, I would like some storage. So let's go with these guys because they're cheap and expensive. Not enough resources. Whatever. Let's put all we have in there for now. So if you hold shift and press the left click, just adds everything in there. Boom. Done. Right? Okay. Now, everything's in that, right? So now I can come over to this fire, and it tells me, well, here's everything I can cook right now because it's telling me it's reading out of that cart in there, okay? So I can cook up that, and I can cook up that. But those are pretty cool, so I'll do a couple of those. All right. Now I'm going to come over to the workbench, and here's all the new stuff I can build, okay? I don't know why I do that. I do so and okay and all the time. Is what it is. So here's the first two items I am going to make, okay? Third item I'm going to make because this is going to allow me more room in my inventory to hold things. So these require three stone, 3 wood, right? Each, okay? And then it tells me what I have at the moment: 2 stone, no wood, okay? So I need 6 and 6 of both. Okay, let's go get that. Okay, so now we're over here. A couple things I want to point out is over here on the left, you'll see that you have a hunger thing saying you're hungry, and on the upper left, you're gonna have your health meter. Okay, if I click number 3, my guy right now is going to eat the food. Now my health meter's gone up a bit, right? But it's only for a limited amount of time. Now you see in the bottom left-hand corner, the hunger's gone away, but now I have that food lasts so long. You can double up on those. Not triple, just double. Okay? You can also drink 1 potion to help things out. There's stacks of things you can do to increase potentials of things. So, see, I just got pearls out of that. So now I have a gun. Yeah, now I can choose something. That'd be cool later. Okay, so we got enough to make our pickaxe. Let's go ahead and do that. Got those 2 things. We're gonna take those to get more stuff. Repair kit we don't need at the moment. Stone bullets I'm not too concerned about, but we can make them now. Rope and coarse fabric. Well, I'll make 1 of each. I'll make a bandage. Because everything you make unlocks something else, essentially. So you just make whatever you want to make, and then it'll unlock other stuff. So now if I go into my build menu, yeah, we're gonna need another one of those because I'm gonna get some stuff here, man. Okay. And then build. Okay, nothing new here. Floors and walls. Well, we can build a shelter if we want to. We can do that later. These are all the different kind of building things. Every time you see a yellow dot, that's something new. Most games will like that. All these pieces, you can build just about anything you want with. Okay. I see this decoration tab. That's like way later in the game stuff. Like, I'm only focusing on the essentials right now. Now, here's pre-built structures. This is what's cool. So, right here. This is just a cabin ready for you to go, okay? You could just build this thing right now if you have all the materials, right? And just bam, okay? So, along with that, you can also do a bunch of these and start setting up some big old resort thing too. So, however you want to do it. This is a dock right here, which is several of them connected together, which you can play it out at sea, and then you can hold certain buttons, and you can go up and down, and all that jazz, okay? Tells you all below what everything does. Alright, for now, we're going to go and we're going to harvest a bunch of stuff. So let's go ahead and let's get into here. And I want to adjust this because I want my pickaxe over here. I'll put my food at the end. I don't want that stuff in my hotbar. Okay, adventure. What do we got? Anything new? Kill a boar and obtain its hide. Okay, that's the next thing we got to do. See, it keeps you on track even though you got stuff to do. But for now, it's nighttime. Bad things are going to be coming. So, let's go ahead and let's go get some nails. More nails. Cool. So, come up into here. Remember where that stone was? Where'd it go? Okay, now we got clay. That unlocks something. New discoveries available. This will become handy later, so I'm just going to get it for now. Gotta walk around and collect all that stuff. Little rocks. Okay. Seems kind of boring. Is this all it is? Is a berry picking simulator? There be a stone on that hill. Now, another trick with this game is if you let off the running just before you're about to run out, it'll fill up the stamina bar quicker. There we go. Now we're getting some rock. Here in the beginning, you're just gathering as much resources as possible. As much as you can. Okay. Now, we are going to go into Project Deforestation. Picked up coconuts. Always clear out the stumps. Some people leave them. I don't know why. It gives you more wood. It doesn't matter if they're there or not. Some games, yes, but this game, no. Now, you can just hold the left click button, too. Also in this game, stay out of the way of these trees. They will fall on you and it will hurt. And it will damage your health. And if you're low enough, it will kill you. Which, whatever, but... See, right there. That tagged me. So now what do we do? Well, we have this thing right here that I'm going to put up here in number 5 slot. So now... I'll heal up. Logging is a dangerous trade. Ask anybody. I know a man who's over 90 years old that used to be a logger up in Ontario, Canada, or somewhere around there. Somewhere up in Canada. He went up there to do some logging for a little bit, and he's from here. And man, stories he's got to tell about all that fun stuff. Funny thing that this 90-year-old man told me just recently, I went over to visit him again, and he was telling me a little bit more about the logging stuff, which I always love hearing. He tells me, you know, each day, all of us guys, we'd get there, get ready for work, and just before we start guiding all those logs down the river to, you know, big lake where they'd go up into the mill, you know, because that was a day-long process for them to do, you know. Well, we'd get to the river's edge, and then we would just jump in, just get wet right off the bat, because you know it's going to happen, so it might as well just get it over with. And then you get used to just being wet. I had to laugh at that. That was pretty good. It's like, yeah, you're pretty disappointed when you got wet for nothing at the end of the day. Like, yeah, I can imagine. Okay, so it started raining, and one thing I want to show you guys, look how beautiful that is. I mean, if it wasn't raining, that'd be pretty clear with the moon and everything, but we'll see that later. So now I'm going into the woods a bit, because I'm looking for a boar that I can get the hide from. But that's going to be a bit of a fun thing, so yeah. Sure, it sounds easy, but just like in real life, they usually hang around these kind of plantations of chili peppers and things. So, but just like in real life, yeah, they're a pain in the ass. You know what? You're by yourself. Guess what's going to happen to you? You become meat and eggs. Ooh. All right. You see that guy down there? This guy is the drowned, and these are one of the crabs. So, thorn fiddler and drowned. Okay, so you see the shields on them, and you see that yellow mark. That means they targeted me, and they're going to chase me for a minute. But if you just run, then they'll give up after a little bit. You know it's yellow right now? Yeah, they've already stopped. They're right back there. But those guys with the little shields, that's their defense, basically. Yep. And it goes into other things. If you play games, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't played games, well, you know, there's a little bit more detail to that to explain. But for now, let's focus on the boar, like that one I just seen right there. Okay, that's a sow. And she's by herself. I don't want to upset the other one, so let's get her over here. One I can handle, not all of them. Alright, that's one. I'm gonna need a few more because I need clothes. See if we can separate these. Could just get the one after me. There we go. Follow me. Come on. There we go. Okay, something else you can do. Press the T and it'll help target. So no matter where you go, the target is on that person, on that animal, or that target, whatever it is. Okay, let's go get our last one here, but first, let's not do what Sean normally does, and let's heal up. Okay, you can see down on the bottom left, the first aid, it's still healing me, and then I also have the crab meat that's sustaining me for now. Okay, done. Let's go back to camp. Now, you'll see on the, if you press M, that's map. This is everywhere we've been, but you see all these little question marks? Yeah, that's going to be other things eventually, so, yeah. Traveler's camp, there's stuff to be had there too, so. Alright, now with this hide, let's see if there's anything new. Yes, there's a new backpack we can build. That's great. And then we have clothing we can make as well. Okay, that is great. New building on this. And, oh, yeah, the eggs. Now we can do bacon and eggs because I have the pork and the eggs from the dodos now, so that's great. Spicy bread, bread and kebab. Oh, that sounds tasty. All right, so that's good there. Adventure. Okay, we did that part there, so now we need to craft new boots. Buccaneer and training. They need to get 40 kills on those guys. All right, so let us go ahead and let's go to the build menu and let's see. There it is. Armor and clothes. Not enough resources. What do I need? Oh, coarse fabric. Okay, hold on. Gotta get more fiber. Need more fiber in your diet, son. Bigger bushes yield more fiber. Do I have enough to do what I need to do now? Yes. But I don't want to have to keep doing this, so I'm going to do it just for a minute, and it's called the grind. So I'm going to grind for a minute, and then I'm going to go make everything I can possibly make for a while. Alright, we're good there. Okay, some of these require a roof, but that's no problem. Here's how you do that. Okay, so you're just gonna do, you can do a wall and then a roof. But here's what I do. That looks like a roof to me. Look at that. Survivor's boots, that's what we need to craft. So I need one more rough hide. And I'm going to need some, of course, fiber. Here's where you can also upgrade. And then worker and things like that too. So every section has a subsection. Repair, refill, da, 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 da. So, yeah. I'm craving some bacon and eggs. I don't know about you. Let's give it a try. Alright, got some bacon and eggs now too. So let's go ahead and we'll put those down in my inventory. No, I don't want that. Yeah, okay. We'll put that up there. The other foods. And yeah, everything else we're going to go ahead and put in the basket over here. Not very organized right now, but I will be later. Maybe. Okay, so that's that, right? So now, I have the stone axe. I can chop this thing apart, get some more nails, some more wood, get some more room. Okay, cool. So, what's next on the adventure? I need to do the boots, so we need to go and we need to find another boar, or 2, or 3, or 4, or more. You know what? Not that it's going to do much, but let's find out. So now I have 25 bullets for after these pearls from now, which is just one. So now, as I said, we can combine the foods. So just before I get to the boars, I'll load up on the food. It'd be dark in the nights in the rainy forest. You gotta run through the jungle. Yeah, I'll probably get like copyright strike for that or something. Probably, yeah. Or, yeah. I'm gonna leave those guys alone. Oh, hey. Oh, always get these chili peppers. That spices up all the foods and boosts them to levels that really help you out. So up here, you see that little pickaxe? That is going to be one of these caves. And this one in particular, that's waste rock. Waste rock. So this is going to be copper, okay? So whip this thing out. Now we unlock something new. So now we got the copper ore discovery, okay? So we'll come back to that later. Now I'm going to find my way back out of here. You guys remember where I came from? Okay, I was here. Okay, oh, there it is. Because this sword right here, this sword sucks. I want something better. Now the sows are pretty, you know, easy to take out. The boars, though, are not going to be so much easier. Typically up at these kind of bases, this is what one of these question marks is, okay? So there's 3 things to find here. You got a sow there. She's not alone. Hey, psst, hey, hey. They're both going to come running. Let her run off. Try to get this other one. Hey, psst, hey, 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 hey. Hi. Okay, there we go. Come on, come over here. Away from others. I don't want them to see what's about to happen to them. Okay, and let's not forget our food, Sean. Alright, see how much that boosted our health? That's great. Okay. Let's get this other one now. Oh, hey. My turn. Okay, let's go ahead and heal up. So that's given us 2 rough hides so far. So 1 each out of every one of those pigs you kill. And you're going to need a lot of them. Now, there is the big boy right there. You see him? Yeah, we're gonna have a fun time with him. So let's do this. Let's pull this guy out. Let's aim at him and say, hey, Peaches. Let's kind of get down the road a bit so I can open up my inventory real quick. I got to do this quick. Okay, I've got to drag this down there. So I got more. So now I can aim again. Right in the buttocks. Ooh, don't hit me. Okay, well now we need to get his two women's. Where'd they go? Did they run off? Oh, there he goes again. He's gonna get himself kicked in the butt and just gonna get himself killed every time. Come on, Betsy, let's go off and let's go do something with it. I don't see them. Oh, there they are. Well. Yoo-hoo! Wilderness girls! No. No means no, lady. Jeez. Typically what I do is I wipe out all the enemies in the area before I start looking around for the rewards. There it is. Oh, with another boar. Well, that's fine. I'll take all the stuff I can get. Let's go ahead and let's get his attention. Oh, he's bringing his bitch to the party. Ain't that always the case? Oh, she's going to continue. Oh. You're dumb like him. I see why you're together now. You're a cute couple. What? Where's that coming from? Oh, this guy. Yeah. Ugh. That's how you get feathers, though. Alright, where'd Captain Bortus go? There he is, right there. Oh, no, you don't. Okay. Now, if they hit you in the middle of your healing process, it stops it cold. Which I think is dumb. Okay. What do we got here? Oh. Found in ruins and sold to smugglers. So these items you could sell. These are worth their weight in gold. Put that one right there. Those are healing potions. Drink those in the middle of a battle to heal real quick. There she is. I thought you had left. I didn't even get your number. Wait, what was your name? Never mind. That doesn't matter. You chauvinistic pig. I know she was, wasn't she? God. There we go. Ooh, plans to build stuff. Okay, well, let's take all that. Notice the plans didn't come in here, and stuff stacks. So you see the numbers on everything there. That's just showing that different items are going to stack, and yeah, makes it convenient. That way your inventory doesn't fill up real quick. So for now, that building stuff comes to here. Plans and recipes. Do you want to learn all this? Well, yes, I do. Discovery. The copper. So now we can do copper ingots and charcoal. And we can now build smelting furnaces and charcoal kilns. Kiln. K-I-L-N, Sean. Okay, now we got the birds to kill too. So, okay, we're up to 10 out of 40. Okay, that's cool. Let's get our pickaxe out because there was that other thing around the corner here, I think. Around one of these corners. There it is. See that twinkling under the dirt? That means something. Ooh, more plans. This is going to be bed and headboard. Okay, I'll take it. So now we'll go to here. Boom, learn, done. Okay. See how quickly it starts flying along now? So now we got a lot of stuff. Let's head back to camp. Where's camp? Let's go to the map. We need to go south. See where I turn, and then I go. Now, along the way, can you swipe, get stuff? Yes. Uh-oh. We have a mysterious stranger. But he's not so much mysterious as he is a pain in the butt. See? Oh, I just happened to survive that whole debacle in the beginning. I just happened to figure out where you were. I washed ashore too, just like I'm innocent. Don't suspect me of nothing. I may not even be a real doctor. I bet you're just a dentist, aren't you? You're one of those yeah, that's not a real You're like a chiropractor, man. Ugh, get away from me. Okay, nothing new in here. And what else we got over here? Nothing. Okay, so let's open our build menu. And now we got a whole bunch of new stuff that we learned, right? Okay. Go check all that out. No, wait, yeah, you want to see the decor? Well, here's decor. Okay. Now, some decor is functional, like these torches, lighting. Yeah, that's good. None of the rest of it really is. A new window. Floors and walls. Oh yeah, the bed. Okay, and then what else we got? There they are down there. Okay, so we need. Oh, we have plenty. We have enough stuff for that. Let's go ahead and put these guys like I don't know. Let's put one right there, and now let's get the other one built, and we'll put him right there. Yeah. Sweetness. So we're gonna need a lot of charcoal. So let's get that going. So. Here's the charcoal, but you see that it has all the wood that I've been collecting is in the cat and myself and in the baskets over there. Let's just turn it into charcoal. Charcoal. Sorry, I had to adjust my headphones and my glasses. They were digging into me. Anyway, let's go take a look at what Mr. Dr. Galen here has to say. Thank God it's you. Da, 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 da. I'm just going to fight through this because you guys want to see this. So.
I remain at your service.
Now, you can see this here. Do you have anything for me? Yes, take this. And he gives me 1 minor healing potion. Okay, that's fine. So now we have a new quest because we talked to him, right? Rescue the crew. The crew's alive. We need to go rescue him. So we need to go and do all this stuff. And I need a bigger boat. So, yeah. But now, because we talked to him, we should be able to come over here, look out into the ocean, press K, and oh, we got a ship. Yeah. Now we can set sail. So long, jerk. Now, this is just a little dinghy, you know, but it's pretty quick, but, you know, not as quick as the bigger boats, so don't go try to get near a bigger boat because they'll blow you out of the water real quick. But I love how lifelike the water is here and how these things sail. the swells as well as the waves. Like I'm surfing right now. And the coloration and the white water, and yeah, it's just great. Like Captain Jack Sparrow. Uh-oh, Disney's gonna sue me now. And it'll park itself, it's fine. Now, how do you back it out of there? Well, you can back up, or you can just look at the water again and go, you know what, let's just put you down. Okay, so now we have a boat, and we have Dr. Galen, and we've done some things today. So, this is kind of the basics for now. I'm going to show you this map is huge, okay? There's a lot to do. Now, you see where we are on our little island here, okay? We've been up to that mine and how far we have to travel for that, okay? So, now, look at the scope of that versus now we have to go and check out boats and do things like that. Probably some other island down south of us. But then look in perspective of everything. So, this is a big game. It's a lot of fun. I'm pretty much talking like I'm closing this out because I think I'm going to. Yeah, this is going to be a fun time, guys. The copper, by the way, just before I go. So, let's say I got some coal, so we'll take that. This ash you can use to make gunpowder, which you can use later, right? So, yeah. So let's go ahead and take the coal that we got and the little bit of copper we got. And now let's go ahead and... do one? Yeah, I'll do one. Now we'll have an ingot. Once we get an ingot, that'll unlock something else. But you see how it's got a timer on it? Some things build right away and some things need time to cook appropriately. Okay, let's go ahead and get that. Boom! New discovery. Well, let's go ahead and see what we've discovered. Look at all the new stuff we can make now. Okay, copper bullets, copper axes and pickaxes and shovels. And a saber. A real saber. Not some broken thing that doesn't do nothing, okay? A lamp so you can see in the dark. Fast travel belt. That will become handy because now you can build points of interest on another island and still fast travel back to your island. Planks of wood will come in handy to build other things, copper pot, etc. New building elements: a weaponsmith, cutting table, and a sawing rack. So that's what happens when you start unlocking stuff. It starts unlocking other stuff, and it just so on and so forth. So that's just the coastal jungle. Then there's the foothills. Then there's the cursed swamps. And Ashland they haven't done yet. I guess that's what the coming soon is about. So. Yeah, we'll get more into that later. Over here in Adventure, you also have the library. You're going to have entries in there later. Now, if you're into the stories of games, this has a pretty decent story. It's pretty fun. For those who just want to play, or those who just want to build, or those who want to have some action or swashbuckling, go sword fighting all day long, yes, you can have that. Right now, it's the tip of the iceberg. You've only seen dodos and boars and a couple of drowned guys and some crabs, okay? There are pirates galore out there in the seas, okay? As far as the eye can see, ships that you will battle with your ship, with cannons, and treasure to be had for all. It's great time. And there, yes, there is buried treasure. You can bury treasure, or you can dig it up, etc., etc. With that shovel, you can almost build yourself your own island. So, anyway, that's pretty much it for now, guys. I just want to say that this is Sean. This is 369 VNP. Thanks for joining me today on this little new adventure I'm doing with recording games. If you like what I'm doing, leave a like. Go ahead and subscribe for more. And if you want to see more, put it in the comments below. Put down tips and tricks for others to play this game. I know I'm touching on the basics of things, but the other games I'm not going to. Now, as far as what's left to say, we'll try this again one day, and let me know if you guys want to see more of this game, and I won't go into detail as much with it, but yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more. Put it in the comments below. Till then, have a good one out there, guys. Arr!